And today marks 19 years since the September 11th terror attacks. 2,977 people died. New York, Pennsylvania, and Washington, D.C. all remembering this day. Here in Tallahassee, people are paying tribute in their own ways. ABC 27's CHANTELLE Navarro joins us with more from this story in the Capitol.
Flags at half-staff here at the Capitol and at fire stations across Tallahassee. I spoke to 3 firefighters today who say they may not have been there, but the impact it's had on their lives is one they'll never forget.
So I was 4 when it happened.
I was 21 years old and I was working for an ambulance company out of Williston, Florida.
I was actually right down the road from this station at Canopy Oaks Elementary School.
3 City of Tallahassee firefighters with 3 very different stories of the nation's darkest day. For Steve CARNEY, he was 11, so it was the moments following the attacks leaving a lasting impact.
My dad was in the military and he got activated back to active duty and left and was for the next 15 years. A lot of people found themselves in that situation. Obviously, we think a lot about firefighters because that was the largest by far public service members that passed away in that, but I mean 9/11 changed the world for Americans as a whole,
Acting Lieutenant Cooksey says as the day unfolded, so did humanity.
People dying and missing firefighters and missing police officers and missing civilians. And, the days after, I think the most incredible portion of 9/11 was how it was just a time that the United States of America unified together and everyone, everybody prayed for each other. Everybody got together and it didn't matter, who you were. We were all just banded together.
Now when Jonathan LANDAVERDE suits up and heads out.
We all know how risky of a job it is. We all got to be ready. When the tones go off, we got to be ready, regardless of what it is, and we know where we're going to, so it might be our last call, So I think, every time I leave the house, I try to say bye to all my family.
I want each of us to never forget and remember the lives that were lost that day and how it changed America.
Most memorial events have been canceled this year due to COVID-19, but one group is holding a memorial bike ride starting at Village Commons parking lot this Sunday. In Tallahassee, CHANTELLE Navarro, ABC 27.
Well, the Sheriff's Office and other community leaders will also be holding a virtual ceremony tonight led by the Rotary Club at 5:30. Well, Leon County High School is kicking off football practice for the first time this season, but before playing, a moment of silence and the sound of taps. First responders and members of the military joined the Lincoln High School Trojans on the field, unfurling an American flag as the community commemorates the nearly 3,000 lives lost. Practice taking place on a somber tone to reflect and remember. Lincoln High School will play their first game against Rickards High School on October 2nd.